Hi there everyone, this is David Dettmann. For people who don't know me, I think most of you know me by now. Just let me know if you can see my screen and hear me in the chat box, that'd be good. Thanks Steve, thanks John. Brian, cool. Are you around, Jerry? I know you Skyped me a question earlier today and I thought I'd start with that. I didn't get the whole messages. I was switching Skypes, so I had the Skype on this computer. But I sort of saw it as I was closing the other one down. Okay, I'm just waiting for a few more people to come in. Anyway, Jerry was asking about the You Like Hits tool, the page of, the video of You Like Hits. One of the problems with the videos on You Like Hits is it's changing quicker and I can put the videos up. But this is the last webinar and I'll post it in the room, which I did on You Like Hits. Copy link location. It's not on the toolbar yet. I'm trying to get everything up on the toolbar. There's just so many videos and it's kind of crazy. So that's the last webinar I did on You Like Hits. Now, to find You Like Hits actually on the toolbar, the videos aren't on there yet, but it's under social tools. And You Like Hits is the one which is working the best at the moment. I'm not going to go into detail on this. I'm just going to quickly show you guys the changes. You know, I just muck around in here every now and again. I was too busy last night to do it. But the Facebook, the Google like is not work. They've taken it off because it wasn't working, and they've put a couple of other sites on there. Stumble upon or whatever it's called. They've actually put MySpace on there, and the Facebook is also working now where it actually likes. The only thing I'm finding is when I had a whole lot of points, even though I've got the points really high on Facebook, I get the odd like trickle through, which is more natural anyway. But on Dig and Stumble Upon, I'm getting heaps, and I'm getting heaps of YouTube views. So that's just an update. You might see some of the videos are out I've done, and they're only, you know, under a week old or something like that, and they've already changed. So makes it a bit hard. Okay, so did anyone have any other questions they wanted to ask before I get the webinar started? I'm just going to cover a couple of different things first. All right, now another question I had come up, which I thought I might as well cover, even though it was Nelson who asked, and I don't know why Nelson's not in here yet. Maybe he's having troubles or something. Where are the chickens? It's very windy and wet today. They are around. They're trying to get in the office before, some of them. There's one on the roof actually right now. I don't know whether you can hear it. Now Nelson asked this question, do we get a kind of credit or compensation for publishing the toolbar with marketing survival skills? Well, you do and you don't. Like, you don't get any payment, but I'll tell you a story of someone this week only telling me they gave someone the toolbar a little while ago, and it's someone who, you know, they keep in contact with, you know, on and off. And it was someone who they wanted to sign up to marketing survival skills, and as a result of having the features of the toolbar, I'll just shut this old one down. It's one I use for my other business. Usually, I actually use it for bookmarking more than anything. History. View. But because this person was getting all the information on this toolbar, you know, with the bonus tips, these aren't totally up to date. They're getting there. By the way, I did a lot over the weekend. But because the person who they were trying to sign up was using the toolbar and kept seeing this annoying marketing survival skills icon with the cool background, and saw all the archives, and you know, you can see I've updated. These are all up to date, by the way. But kept seeing this every day when they woke up using this toolbar. That person signed up to marketing survival skills under the person who, you know, who gave them the toolbar and had been building a relationship. So I mean, it's a great tool for you to use with people. You know, you need to build a relationship with people, and if you're building a relationship and you're giving them free tools like this to use, you know, they're going to see which the site has some clout. I'm spending a lot of time on the toolbar, adding stuff, getting pages ready. Like this week, I've got a reprieve on some other work I do, so I'm actually rebuilding the mailing list for the toolbar, where you'll be able to get motivational videos each day. You'll be able to get a tip each day via email. If you're on my mailing list at the moment and you haven't received anything, that's because it's been rebuilt. So pretty much I'm trying to give you guys, yeah, a tool which you can give other people. Now the other thing I'm looking at doing, we'll probably put it under the links section because we don't have many links in here. Is if you've got a primary company and you want the back office in there. So for instance, if you're with GDI, and GDI is going to be one of the first put in there. Not because I'm a part of it, not which I sell GDI or anything. I just use the services of GDI. But there's quite a few people in marketing survival skills in GDI. And what I'm going to do is put the GDI back office in here. And I'm prepared to put other back offices in there. I don't want people trying to get me to promote their business. But what I'm willing to do is like put the back office in where there's links to the back office, which you use every day. And your team and your primary business can use every day. Now, I don't care how small or big the business you are in is, providing you're going to give people the toolbar as a tool. You can, you know, then ask me to put the backlink to your primary business in there, and your team can sort of use the toolbar as a feature, you know, which you've got the back office on there. So if anyone's interested in that, Skype me at any time. And I will look at putting putting in primary businesses for their team use, not for promotional use. So not looking to put links in there because that would be unfair for people. If, say we did put GDI in there and there's 10 people on GDI and I let someone, you know, put a GDI link to promote their GDI in there, it just wouldn't work. So will you be doing any trainings on GDI? John, I don't promote GDI as a business. I use their email service. I have a domain with them. I can tell you, I'm not going to tell you on the webinar, but I can tell you one person in there, which I think you already use, who does webinars for GDI. But I'm just using that as an example. So whatever business you're in, you know, I think it'd be beneficial if you had a back office sort of link where you can log into the various parts on your site. So that's just to clear up the toolbar. There'll be a lot more going on the toolbar. Okay, cool, John. But I just thought that'd be helpful. And if you do have a team and you want me to explain the toolbar to them and you do webinars, I'd be happy to come along to one of your webinars and explain how it all works. And I want people on the toolbar to make sure they try and get, if they do sign up to Marketing and Survival Skills, they go to the right person. So pretty much that's the way I look at it. I'm not trying to get sign-ups for Marketing and Survival Skills off the toolbar. Okay, now the subject I put in the chat room was Skype, and this is my Skype. Now I've only put this one on last night, my time. It's morning here, as most of you know. And it's still trying to bring in some of the history, because I usually use this Skype on this computer just solely for my own use, send files between the computers. But I've put my main Skype ID on here. And you see I'm using the Skype version Beta 3. Okay. Now you might notice this Facebook icon. It's actually got everyone on Facebook. Now I'll give you the page where you can download this. You see, funny enough, Kevin Seuss has just put a message in the chat room about the toolbar. Now this is only like a test. That's pretty cool. Does anyone in here who's on my Facebook list, feel free to contact me now through the Facebook chat, and I can use it as an example. But first of all, just go in. Okay, Nelson, we'll just go into Facebook and send me a message. I mean, sorry, a chat message. All right, now I've got the page up here somewhere. This is the right link. I'll give you guys this link because I had troubles last night finding the right link for this. And I'll post it in the chat as well. William sent me a message. Now just type back in that, William, are you on Facebook chat at the moment? But this, excuse me, this service is in the beta or beta mode. It's pretty much, I've not had too many problems with it. Okay, so you can see William is in our room at the moment. and I'm talking to him directly on Skype. So you can see, I mean, you can even send like a smiley. The one thing I've always hated about Facebook, and I know it's really improved with the chat side of things, is people send me chats in Facebook, and it was great the fact where they put it via the email service, you know, if you aren't there and you got the history. But this is even better. Not only am I getting this on Facebook, and I'll just open a Facebook page. New tab. I'll just go to my profile. It should pop up. Nelson. I haven't got yet. Yours, Nelson. Keep in mind, sometimes when you go from different Skypes, things take a while to go through. Like, I couldn't find Marketing Survival Skills Room 1 this morning. Because, like I say, this Skype does not have all my history on it. So I've noticed a few things coming through very slowly from the past. Just a bit weird sometimes, so. Alright. You can see William's message is also here. I'm getting it via the toolbar as well. You can turn that off too if you don't want this message. Forgotten how to do it, but in the toolbar you can turn the message off. You just go to the options, I think. Okay, so John, are you using this Skype? John's saying I'm still having limited access with Facebook. Okay. I'll be honest with you, I haven't used it a great deal, but I've been meaning to do a lot more. Okay, you're not using this one. Right, this one, I got a message. You know how Skype pops up a message, you know, trying to flog whatever when you first log in the Skype? I got a message on my other Skype, and I just thought, oh yeah, that looks good, I'll just download it. But this is the page if you want to try it out. Now, as far as bugs go, the only bug I've had, which happens to my computers generally, is I've got touchscreen computers, not which I ever use it. But if I leave my computers and they usually go to standby mode and something jumps on the bloody screen, I get, you know, the screen comes up. And I think if that happens a couple of times, the Skype crashes. But that's usually when I've reloaded it, it's been fine. But I get that with other programs too, so I'm not 100% sure whether it's Skype doing it. But I believe it's worth giving this one a go. It's so much more handy just having it on Skype. I mean, we've put the chat on the toolbar as well, where you can log in. Now, I'm not going to do it in the webinar because it's bad enough I've got Skype up as well. So I'm suddenly getting a whole lot of past messages. Oh no, the name. See, all that's just come in. Okay, so back to Skype. So did everyone get that link? If you want to try it. If you don't like it, you can always remove it and just go back to the old Skype. I think if you go to skype.com or whatever it is, you'll find which it's just I think it's 5.3 is running. as their standard download. But what I like about it is you're going to be able to keep the history not only in Facebook, but you're going to be able to do it on Skype. And you're going to get notifications when people log into Facebook. That's the other cool feature. You know, you get notifications with Skype. Usually comes up down here when someone logs in and out. And now, this person will be on Facebook who's added me. Okay, so they still don't have all the detail and that. But at least I can tell when people log in or out. So does anyone have any questions on it? Like, I didn't plan on spending too much time covering it. I was going to cover another topic too tonight. But if you do download it, just let me know if you have any problems with it or what you think of it. I mean, I'm not building it, but I can pass it on. Yeah, it's windy here. The wind chimes are going outside, John. But I would say, you know, this feature will be a definite on the standard Skype, where you're going to really sort of be able to utilize Facebook. And if you're doing Facebook chats, I mean, this is great. You've got a history here. Your history is also going to Facebook, as you could see before. If I go into my email, that's right. You should have the history in the conversation. See, there's William's history. I mean, how can you mess up now with Facebook? I mean, William sent me a request. June 7th, I responded, where I sent him a video. And this is today's conversation while we've been in the chat. So if you can't look up a conversation and see where you were at last time, you know, getting to know someone, something wrong with you. I used to do it all in a spreadsheet, but with this you don't really need to do it. So, okay, so that is Skype. The next part of the webinar I'm going to cover, who here uses ping.fm? Is there anyone? Okay, Holly does. Let's see. Okay, what Ping FM is it's a service which allows you to post to multiple sites at one go. Now, for you guys who are in the social network toolbar rooms, you'll see I post out a video each day. You'll soon be getting a motivation one each evening as well, or day. One will go out through the day and one will go out through the night for the bonus tips. But when I do post it, I also post it here. Now, it takes a little while to set all this up. Now, you may only want to set it up for certain reasons. You don't have to set all these sites up. But for instance, if I go to, let's go back to Facebook. If I go to the social network toolbar fan page, I go to the wall. Now when you're posting on Facebook, it doesn't look as good. You can see here all these updates that come from Ping. So when I post in that box, this room, instead of me having to go to here, because I've got, I think, what, four fan pages. They go on here. It says as they get older, you get more impressions. Now if I go to, and I know he does it with fan pages, I believe. I know it's not posting to my group because I manually post to the group. I mean, this is the difference to the way it would look. You guys want to join any of these pages or the group I have, you can just get it on the toolbar over here. So it doesn't post as well as manual posting, but if you got a lot of pages, like this is the other page. I can change the page name. You can see there's more people using this page 8 hours ago, and it's already had 18 impressions. So all these fan pages it posts to, and that's if I choose to have it posting through Ping. Okay, so if I go in here, oh, it didn't work. I think I'll go into posting. All right, Nelson, you've installed the new Skype. You can't see how to enter your Facebook. I'm just trying to remember, to be totally honest, how I did it. I think what I might do is I might shut this Skype down and we'll have a look at that after, Nelson. You can see my pages here, and it's asking what I want to post, so I'm posting to these pages. Okay, so if I didn't want to post to a certain page as it was a totally different business, I can turn a page off. So, I mean, that's just Facebook. Now, there's a lot of social network sites around. So, for instance, I just had a look at a few this morning. Most of these sites I never go to. All right, but I've got them all set up. I've got to redo my LinkedIn. I should be posting to that. For instance, if I go to this site, now I've done very little with this site. I've only got one person following me, I think. Well, I mean, it's ranked on Alexa at 48. Now, I remember when I used to post a lot of stuff and I did a search on the stuff, it's amazing what it came up in Google searches because I was posting to all these different networks. Now, I should have a proper profile set up, but as you can see here, it's posting all these things out, you know, like I don't come to this site. But one of my jobs is to come and update all the profiles and try and get a bit more of a following. Like with this site, I updated it this morning. Got to change my age. But you can see all my videos which I put out are going here. I've been to this site in over a year. What I've got, I've got subscribers. How many? I've only got 9 subscribers. I suppose if I came in here more, subscribed to other people, I'd get more people. But I only put that picture up today. Thought I changed that, but anyway. So I mean, this one's, it's ranked a bit higher on Alexa. It's 4,000 and something. But every time you use this site with Ping, all you got to do is just post in here. Now you can do ones to direct things, so I can just post to Facebook, or if I wanted to just say I wanted to post all the videos and I wanted to put them on Photo Bucket. I mean, I think I've only ever been there once. I can put it in here. You can create your own groups, so you can post certain things to certain sites if you're using them under certain businesses. And you got the micro blogs, which are like 140 characters, and then you can post to blogging sites, a lot more detail. I use someone, I know a few people use Blogger. I can't even remember my Blogger that's posting there. So, and this is another really good site you want to be a part of. It's called Friend Feed, and it's in the toolbar. There's some old videos on Friend Feed under bonus tips somewhere. But you can see, I mean, this is a little bit like Twitter. But I've got, I'm subscribed to 796 people. I spent a bit of time subscribing on this one, and people have subscribed back. I've got 519 subscribers. Okay. Now, these are all the stuff I've been posting out. Once again, you can just see the videos are just pouring out. Because I've got YouTube hooked into it. I've got Twitter hooked into it. I've got Flickr hooked into it. I've even got Dig hooked into it. I'll just show you the sites which you can get. There's 58 different sites you can whack onto here. So, if you use LiveJournal, you can, every time you post on LiveJournal, you can have it come to here. And you don't have to use Ping to use this site. So say you were using LiveJournal and you did a post, if you've got it hooked into Friend Feed and you got Friend Feed followers, they will get it. But once again, I have not been in here and added too many things. I've got my Dig. Well, John, that particular site you're mentioning is right here. Never pronounced the name right for that site. So you can add that in. Just a tip, John. Would you like your hits? Are you using that? I don't have it up, but you can get people joining you through that. Okay, Jerry, did you have a look in the chat box? Because I posted that at the start of the webinar for you. Oh, twins training. I'd recommend sending them to You Like Hits. Twins is really sort of gone down lately. And the videos I've done on You Like Hits have changed. Yeah, John, they only added it in the last week, so you can get a lot of likes. I mean, a lot of friends on there. I was referring to Twins with Jerry. Anyway. So you just, you can put in, and you can put in multiple. So if you've got like 10 Twitter accounts, you can actually put them in here. Just remember they're going to all post. Okay, I'll post it again. I wonder what happens if I do that. Okay, this is not the only thing I've got on it. But this is the last webinar I did on it. And no, they're not on the toolbar yet. So that's the last webinar. Now, since I did this webinar, Google One's not on there anymore, but they've put a couple other sites on there. And I'll just go back. I know I'm jumping around a bit, but I'm just trying to cover everyone's questions. If you go to social networking tools, it's in there, but the videos aren't. We might just have a quick look at Twins too, so I can just show people what I mean by it's going downhill. This is a site I would be using. Jerry, most of the Twins videos or trainings I've done are out of date. I'll show you why in a minute. But these are sites you can promote with this one. This one's really good. If you look at my history, I've got people viewing websites. I've got people following me on Dig. I've got people viewing videos. And yes, you can get Facebook pages. You can see I've been liking Facebook pages, and people have been liking me back at a slow sort of pace. Okay, because a lot of people don't know which Facebook's back on this. You can't do LinkedIn with this one yet. But problem with this site is every time I do a video on it, they change it. Because the Facebook likes weren't working, so they took them off and recredited everyone. But if you're looking for an alternative to Twins, this is the best site. Now we'll just go into Twins very quickly, and I'll go back to what we're talking about with Ping. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I used to love this site. But now I haven't used this site for about 2 weeks. And look at the seeds which are available to me. Very few. Right? Because they've taken off. And I don't know whether you can still access it. Some odd reason they've taken off YouTube. You still got the videos here, but there's no seeds for YouTube. So all you can really do is follow on Twitter. Most of these sites had an issue with Facebook, or Facebook had an issue with them, and they removed them. Now, the You Like Hits, just to recap what happened with them, they didn't take it off at the time when everyone was getting hammered. They just gave seeds for people actually looking at Facebook pages, but now they've gone back to actually you've got to like them. So they must have some arrangement with Facebook. or they're just testing the wind. Who knows? But you can't Facebook anymore with this site. All you can really do with it right now is Twitter, and you can see, you know, I've only got to get to the bottom of the page nearly, and I'm down to one seed on general ones. I'm 0 halfway through the page. So Twins really isn't doing it. You look at the Alexa ranking, and they're just plummeted. So my recommendation is to go to toolbar. Now there's a couple others in here, but they're not as good. Add socials. I'm still, don't know about that site, but I would Twins Mate, Twins Mate or whatever. That one's more for Facebook. I think they do it. I mean, sorry, more for Twitter. But this is definitely the site I've been using. Yeah, and I go in here every day, and as you can see, I've got no points at the moment. So if you like Twins, you want to get your websites viewed or opt-in pages viewed, whatever you want to put your Dig and YouTube, MySpace, and so on. That's the one. And they've got, I won't go into all the details, but if you look at the video, it shows you the, general setup for it. Just maybe things like Google one button there in the video. It's not now. Okay, so back to friend feed. These are all the sites you can have on friend feed. Now they've got groups as well. I might do a whole webinar on this site. We won't do it today. But I'd recommend going in and having a look at this site. Should be here somewhere. Social networks. Okay, it's on the toolbar. Most of these sites are all on the toolbar. If they're not, let me know and I'll add them. Okay, so that's just one site on ping. For instance, I've got a few. This one's a real weird one. It seems to work. Sign in. Just doing this at a guess. Ah, this site. It's just, it's like it works on a timeline. I'm glad I did all the passwords the same. That's what I recommend if you're going to do all these sites and you sign up. Use the same username. I recommend you use your own name, okay, because it does come up in searches. So every one of mine is David Dettmann, and I have another one for my dating business, which I just use the business name. Yeah, well, I think they might have changed it. Used to be like a wall, a timeline wall. So I haven't used this for ages. My profile. Well, let's just edit. Yeah, see how it's got the timeline wall? Now once again, Okay, I posted this out mainly for people on marketing survival skills, but I decided to post it out across my networks. And you can see that's the last one I posted out. That's the one which I posted in the toolbar Skype rooms, but I posted it on Ping as well. So you can see how it's got this timeline. Now I've got responses. I should come in here and read this more. But the interesting thing is, since I've had this, remember since 2009, now this profile's had 117 views, and I've never really tried to add friends here or anything. So, if I did a little bit more here, I haven't even put in the correct address. It's just defaulted to Australian address. You can see here, you can add YouTube videos. Here. Too many things up. It's even giving me people I should follow. Now, I'm not saying you should come in here and spend all this time analysing these sites like we are. But if you put some time aside to join up to these sites, put your website info on there, see which ones are getting interest, then come in and maybe add a few people. It's another great way to get followers. I mean, this site's rate on Alexa at 1,357. Personally, I thought it was worth doing. As you can see, I did this, a couple of years ago. And I just found it a great way to find people. I've had people off these sites in the past, join me and things. So, like I say, I mean, this is very old. I'm logged in. Last login, the 10th month or whatever, your 10th month, 2009. But I'm still posting here. So has anyone got any questions? I know I will cover your question, Nelson. I'll log in under my other Skype and try and add the Facebook to that. But there's other great sites on here as well. Some aren't worth doing, but others are. I might go in and log into this one. If you've got time, just sign up to all of them. And when we talk about social networking, this is really sort of social networking. Being on all these sites. And it's funny, people sometimes say to me, oh, I saw you on Facebook, I saw you on, Dig, I saw you on this and that, and I thought I might add you and talk to you. God knows what the login is for this one. Just going to try using my name, I think. I think some of the accounts I had were old ones when I did it. So yeah, don't have the right username. Should I try? Try that one. One more try. Like I say, I don't come to these sites. I've got to go and update the profiles. Anyway, We'll give up on that one. Okay. What's another good one? I think this one's alright. I can't even remember what half of them are about because they're not all the same type of site. Oh, I think this one's changed more to a shopping sort of site. I believe I'm pasting to it. I'm going to log into this one. But I would recommend setting up some of the blog post ones as well, like Blogger, because you can just post directly into Blogger. I mean, a lot of people read on Blogger. And you don't have to go in there and do anything on the actual site once you've got it set up. Okay, so recent updates, 9 hours ago. Yeah, I've probably got no friends or anything on this site, do I? I mean, that might get picked up by a search engine, for instance. Now, for instance, let's just do a search and see whether... Now, this is only posted, so I don't know, but... Just curious to know where it comes up. They used to come up all the time. And that's YouTube, so that's my website. Maybe because I only just posted it. Maybe I should go back to a real old one. Let's try and think what the best site is. Anyway, I won't muck around, but in the past, when I have posted on these sites a certain thing, they have come up in various search engines because they've got a bit more clout than my website. So I mean, that's another reason to use them. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of ways you can look at using Ping, for instance. If you just want to post to the mainstream sites, you can just pick the mainstream ones, all right, and join them. Or if you've got a login for them. Or you can just join all of them if we really think they're relevant. And you can, see what results you can get. Or like I was talking about before, you could just use it for your Facebook pages. But it's 100% free. Is there any questions on it? Because what I'll do once we leave this bit is I'll attempt to log into Facebook on a different Skype account. See if we can help Nelson out with that. Because I can't remember at the time how I did it. I mean, look, it'll take a while to set these accounts up if you're going to set up a whole lot. I mean, who knows who you're going to pull out of some of these networks. I just know personally, after using these sites for a couple of years now, or a year and a half or something like that, I can't remember, I do get some people out of them and I really don't go in there and visit them. I don't try and build them. Maybe that's maybe that's where I'm going wrong. Okay, Nelson got it done. Got done automatically. All right. I think what you do with that new Skype is when you click on Facebook. Now I'm on Facebook now, so then my Skype contacts. There'll be a box here and a box here. I think you just click on load. So this doesn't weird out a webinar. So this is just one I use. God, I even know the password to send stuff between my computers. But I haven't set Facebook up. So you can see I don't have Facebook on here. Yeah, just sort of automatically. Is that what happened to you? It just automatically tried to sign you in? So it's trying to connect, but I haven't actually done anything, so. Just thinking back about it, I'm sure I had to add in it, just span around. So I've clicked on this Facebook tab, it's done the same. Excuse me. That's Skype. It could be because I'm on the webinar too. It's going very slowly. Skype and GoToMeeting just don't really like one another. Yeah. This goes to your account. So anyone else using this who knows how to add the account for Facebook? It says it's trying to connect, but I don't know. I think it's trying to connect to nothing. That's why it's spinning. It's either that or it's just because I'm on Skype. I mean on the webinar. But I believe, Nelson, did it pop up in one of these two boxes asking you for your Skype? I mean, so Facebook? Okay, it wasn't asking anything. All right, maybe it does it automatically. I remember at the time I didn't think about it. I'm sure at some time I had to authorize Skype to be used on Facebook. You know, I think once you do it, it's right, because Nelson's saying I just saw all my Facebook names, friends, Skype IDs pop up. Are you saying which they popped up? So you might see. I'll just sign out again. Here on my main account. Because you'll see names you would have seen through the webinar. A whole lot of names come up, as they do usually for Skype. So this is my Skype here. What happens if I press Facebook on here? Okay, so that's showing me everyone in Facebook. Oh yeah, this is the other thing I forgot to show. This shows you, your news wall of your friends. So that's another pretty cool feature as well. Now, I don't know why some of these are here, because these are just phone numbers, I think. All right, but getting back, if I go to Facebook here, all these people here, this is actually, they're on Facebook. So if I go, pretty sure they're on Facebook. All right. No, I just trying to work out the difference between whether they're on Facebook and on Skype, what comes up. So I'm sort of thinking in the quiet here. But for instance, so that one's through Facebook. See, the history's a mix. That one's through Skype. They're through Skype. Anyway, I mean, I'm sorry I don't have more information on it. I'm just learning it myself. And I figure it's best to sort of just run through this stuff off the cup, not plan it. Simply because sometimes you guys have solutions as well. But I believe it's working well. I should actually get into more chatting now. I've got it. Okay, so is anyone, I'll just put this download in the toolbar again, I mean in the chat box again, and I'll let you guys go in a minute. So if you have any questions about anything, now's the time. There won't be another webinar until Adam's webinar, the public one on Thursday. So if you want to invite people to that, I'll just give you and you're new, I'll just give you a link, because I'm not going to do a lesson on inviting this week. That's why I posted this out. Here you go, that's what I'll do. So this is a very long webinar. Right, this is how to invite if you weren't if you weren't on that webinar, and I'll just show you the page, what we covered. This will show you how to invite for Facebook, how to ping as well. Let's have a look. Now my pages are in the webinar archives on the toolbar at the moment. Okay. So what did we cover? In part 1 we covered Facebook friends with the script. I should put the script on this page. We'll download to it. Then I'll show you how to invite people with Traffic Wave. Then we do a video, which I've also put on this page, the video I did. So if you want to see how to just do a quick, simple video to invite people. And then how to broadcast it out with Ping, which I've just covered most of this webinar. Nelson's asking, what does Ping mean? Simply what Ping means is it's just posting everywhere. It's the layman's way to put it. But Ping FM is a free site. It's great to set up. So is there any other further questions? To get the webinar invite, just go into the Marketing Survival Skills chat rooms or the calendar. I believe it should be on now. And you can get that. But I'm just giving you this page if you missed last week and you want to learn more on the invites. I know a lot of you know how to do it. But I really sort of covered it for about an hour and 40 minutes last week, step by step. That's cool, John. Thanks for coming. And thank you everyone else for coming. We're quite a big list of people here this week, and I appreciate that. If you want to communicate in Skype with me about anything, communicate in Skype is usually the best way to get me. Or you can communicate in Facebook now and I'll actually read it. So don't forget to invite people to the Thursday webinar, because that's a great way to build your list. And until later, guys, this is David Dettmann from Marketing Survival Skills. Thanks, Steve. I will for you. Okay, see you guys. Thanks, Nelson.